Oh, this is incredible. Oh yeah, I got him. Oh, nice. Alright, today we got some chores to do. Before I can do any more playing, we've got to go get some more water. So I've run out of shower water, or one of the tanks, the bazooka water tank's empty. Other one's full, but I like my shower every night, so, and I've got a few empty containers. We're gonna go fill them up. Okay. Usually she doesn't come, because usually I'm packed up as much water bottles on as possible that I can fill up, but made her a promise last night. Hey, shithead, yes. So Dad's gonna go on a bit of an expedition, and I don't think she'll be coming on that one, eh? No, bit wilder. But yeah, got a few empty containers, gonna fill up. Make sure I got everything on board. It's not really a chore, it's quite fun. Don't mind going down, because going down to fresh water so you can have a bit of a wash yourself, providing it's safe. And everything's strapped in. So we're gonna head down, get some water. Got a few other things I've got to do too. Fill up the water tank. This is my little shower. So it takes, I think this one's about 15 litres, so we'll fill that one up. Make sure it's ready. When we come back, I'll show you how to, it's an air one, you pump it up with air. I'll give you a good look at this one in a video. Yeah, but you pump it up with air, so you actually got a decent shower. And she just warms up in the sun. So obviously it's winter, so it's not going to get as warm, but it's still, you know, takes the chill off for me up north anyway. So we'll do that. And that way, if I got a bit of extra water, I'll give these solar panels a bit of a wash down, get a bit of dust off them, head out there. The other day, I thought I seen real thick smoke, like it wasn't too far away. Yeah, in the morning, because it was so still, it was just everywhere. And now obviously I just found out where it come from. Yeah, I'm not worried where I'm camped. That's the best thing about being in an already burnt out area. Apparently it only burnt out about a week before I got there, so I was meant to be there. But yeah, it would be pretty scary being in the wrong spot at the wrong time, that's for sure. Especially with a lot of grass still around after a decent wet. But yeah, this is where it was, on our way to our fresh water. Yeah. Water don't get much fresher than this. Having fresh water near me like this just allows me to stay so much longer in spots. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that makes me move. I will also say the old unleaded. I make sure when I go for rides and stuff like that, that, you know, it's going somewhere, not just going for the sake of it. All in a day's work. I'll even fill up my little water bottle. I'm using this water for drinking as well. Pretty clean. I haven't died yet. So what do we got about? 2, 4, 6, 55, probably roughly 70 odd litres, you know, a bit over 70. I filled everything up to the brim, so it's not too bad. It's a fair bit of water. I'll, like I said, one of them be gone straight away. Throw that in the bazooka water tank, and then I've got a load of washing to do, but I had some water in the drums before I left. So I'll, yeah, I threw that into the washing machine and do a load of washing, it'll be right. If I come to a spot like this and I've got room, I usually just throw a container on anyway. I'm coming all the way out to a spot, so I might as well, you know, take advantage of it while I'm there. Especially if I've got the spare container there. Oh. Pretty happy with that. What I actually want to do is get like a bladder made up, a decent water bladder out of PVC. I reckon either have it so it goes on the back of the quad, but what I really think I want to do is utilise the boat trailer. So obviously when the boat's not being used, or when the trailer's not being used, that trailer is just sitting there. So I want to utilise it so I can turn it in to be able to go camping with it, and also strap a water bladder to it. So the girl can still sit on the back, and I might be able to get one made up that's, you know, a half decent amount, 100 litres or so. So it's worth the trips when I got to do them. And then have it so it straps to the boat trailer somehow. I've used the trailer in the past as bits and pieces, but I need a bit of I need to change things up a bit to make it half decent so I can sit there properly. Things can be mounted properly. But yeah, I haven't thought about a proper way yet. I haven't looked into it a real whole deal. I reckon I'm gonna, especially for the water side of things and being able to use it. Like borrowing that trailer back at Cycad Garden Stay, that was, you know, great. That was just so convenient. Even though I've done it that many years without it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into turning my own trailer into something similar to that so I can use it. That's what it's there for. Home sweet home. Come on. So now we've got our water. We've got to put it in places we actually need it. And funneling it is just not an option. Not for me anyway. Probably one of the best mods I've done. Look, easiest, you know, nothing to it, is put a 12 volt water pump on board. It's a half decent one. I think it was about, which chances are it probably wouldn't do that much, but it does have a good flow about it. But about 22, I think it was, litres per minute. And that all depends on how far you're sucking the water from, you know, like if it's a long way away or if it's only a short distance. But it definitely works, and I'm glad I've put one on. I've had this one, I've had a few obviously over the years with the other ute as well, but this pump now, I've had it since I got the ute pretty much, and it's only just decided to play up on me. It still pumps, but the only thing is just the pressure switch is gone on it. I'm not sure what happened to it. It's possibly because sometimes I won't use it for a while. Every now and then I try run some water through it to yeah, wet it down and that. But yeah, and it's not really worth, I think, getting a new pressure switch for it, because the whole pump I think cost me about 120 bucks delivered off eBay. So I'll just go me another one, and I still see that same brand on there, so I'm pretty stoked. I was happy with the rest I got. What I've done is I just run 2 decent fittings. We went brass fittings. We've had a couple of the plastic ones and it just leaks a little bit too much for me, so I went and put decent fittings on it. I've got in and out, tells me which way. So pretty much you come out from the creek into the ute, through the pump, then out of the out section, and then you go fill up with whatever you want. Whether you're pumping from a creek, whether someone pulls up beside you, they have some spare water, and you know, they don't have a transfer pump. You can just, most people got a tap or something, or even an outlet. You can just drop it into a bucket like I'm doing right now, and then just siphon it from that bucket from their setup into yours, or vice versa, what I'm doing exactly right now. Put it in all my containers, and then I just transfer it wherever I got to go. I will say, if you're going to go this way, I definitely recommend getting good hoses, good length hoses I should say too. I've got a fair few hoses. The reason why is sometimes I'll pump straight from a source of water. That source might be a little bit away. Pump struggles a little bit, but once it's up there, once it's primed, it's right. But I run, you know, my biggest hose, I think it's about 30 metres. Plus I've got these 2 if need be. One of these hoses can be hooked up to, whether it's on there, on here, and it can reach around the whole setup. And then the rest can be just used for siphoning hoses. So, but yeah, it's a good thing I got it. I'll be lost without it. Yeah, it just makes it so much easier. Especially doing jobs like this. Like, I couldn't imagine sitting up here, siphoning it in here, tipping it in. Now it's just a matter of making sure that air's out, like I did. So, it's gonna fill up my bath water. This thing is brilliant. I like the fact that I have my own water source for showers, so this can be filled up. Even if the creek's a little bit dirty, you wouldn't trust drinking it, I can still shower out of it. I don't have to mix it up with me good drinking water. It's handy having another source of water. When I take off, got my drinking water on the ute, shower water in a separate compartment. Same if on the camper trailer. I run the bigger one on the camper trailer, bigger bazooka, so same thing. I have my water for my shower in the camper, and the rest drinking water. Alright, we'll get this going. You can hear it. I just hope bungee strapped me hose in that bucket. Hopefully she stays there. Oh, here it comes. There you go. So I'm only pumping from a short distance, but that's got a good water flow to it. Doesn't take long to fill up tanks, especially if I've only got one of my hoses siphoning the water from a creek. The shorter your hose, the quicker, the more flow you get. The longer your hose, it definitely slows down. I've actually got my switch for it up in the cab here too. I've just put a breaker switch in. Now I've got to listen to it because it won't take long to drop that bucket of water down. There we go, she's starting to gargle. Turn him off there. This mustn't have too much far to go. She was pretty low. Yeah, we've got a little bit to go. I'll hook the other one up to it and top her up. I'll just hook this one in like so. Oh, bit of cucker there. Open him up. Take the lid off. Be a bit of suction happening when it's siphoned from it. I'll get you a little bit closer. You watch how, I don't think I've got much to go to fill up the water tank, but you watch that water drop if you can. Here we go. It's only just coming through now. Bit of an air pocket in there. Alright, now she's got a proper flow coming through. You'll be able to see how quick she's drawing from that container. I said I don't think I've got far to go. Don't want to waste any water. But it'll give you an idea how fast you can draw it down. Here we're getting up to the top. Boom, that'll do. Ooh, just in time. So you want to leave a little bit of air pocket in there, so when I fill her up with the pump, I can fit a, you know, a decent amount of PSI in there to give me a good flow shower. One other thing, the hoses, when you're done with them, you'd be quite surprised, especially the length of your hose, depending on how long it is, how much water will still be in them hoses. So that's why I like to put mine up high, and then usually I go and empty that into her water. I'm pretty sure she'd appreciate that. So yeah, I wouldn't just drop it on the ground, because you'd be quite surprised how much water is still in the hose. You might be able to fill up your water container or anything like that, but yeah, just a thought. No way. Oh, that is pristine. Oh, that's...
Looking for a map up in the stars. Nobody ever got that far by letting that anchor down. Don't let the water take you out.
Have we hit the jackpot, or have we hit the jackpot this season? Nothing like fresh creek water, eh? Yeah. Oh, I'd love to find the source of it. I'd just like find out where it's all starting from.
Father's son, I got his eyes and his silver tongue. I won't take directions for the where I get my calls from. I'm as stubborn as an ox, but we
Want to go up another track? Alright then.
build whole life apart. No words on a page gonna tell me where I'm from.
Oh, this is... Oh. This is awesome. Check that out. I was getting me fresh water from another spot, but I know where I'm coming back to now to get it from now on. And this legit is not far from my camp. A stone's throw away. You don't even imagine how much stuff would come down here, have a drink. It's just pretty much a big water trough for all the wildlife. Insane. And I'm probably no more than a K from here. Now that's a backyard.